High school baseball is back on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel. Today from Municipal Stadium in Kokomo, Indiana, the 1A North Semi-State as Northfield takes on Daleville. Good afternoon. Hi again, everyone. Brian Beaver along with you on a gorgeous, sultry, sunny day in Howard County. 1A baseball, 4 teams left, 2 left by the end of today, including one of these 2 ball clubs. The Northfield Norsemen come in at 16-14 for Clint Davis. They have won 5 straight games after losing their regular season finale. They beat West Central, Southwood, and South Newton in the sectional, and then last weekend they finished off South Central 2-0 in 9 innings and won over Fremont 3-2 in the championship game on a walk-off sacrifice fly. If you've been with us at all at this season or beyond, you know about Daleville. They come in at 20-9 for Terry Turner. They are number 6 in the final 1A baseball poll taken by the coaches each week, and they are playing very well. 5 wins in a row in the state tournament, 8 wins overall. They last fell in the Delaware County tournament. Since then, they've really hit stride, playing their best baseball of the season, just what you'd want them to do. Daleville won the sectional, beat Cowan 12-0 in 5 innings, took Liberty Christian 10-2, walloped Southern Wells 16-0 in 5 innings on Memorial Day evening. Then last weekend at Flora in the Carroll Regional, got some revenge over Rossville 6-3. Rossville knocked Daleville out of the state tournament a year ago. And then in the championship game a week ago today, 11-1 over Union City in 5 innings. Daleville playing very well right now. It's going to take a whale of a performance to knock them out of the state tournament. That's why you line up and that's why you play. As I mentioned, it's a sultry, steamy day here in downtown Kokomo. This is a beautiful artificial turf facility. This is the first Daleville high school game ever played on artificial turf, to my knowledge, and it may be the same for Northfield. The umpires have taken the field now. Both teams have completed their infields and their time in the batting tunnels, the batting cages, and Terry Turner and Clint Davis are going out to exchange greetings, handshakes, and lineup cards as we get set for this one. Start of the game is scheduled for 1 p.m. They're going to try to hurry this along as much as they can in the fear that we might have weather issues later today. Good crowd here as you hear downstairs as they get the pregame festivities just about underway. The teams will be introduced. They'll have a chance to get some acknowledgement from the crowd and then get on with this one. Pitching matchup today, left-hander Blake Harner will go for Northfield. He's a stud. 7-2 on the season, an ERA of 2.35, 36 walks, 102 strikeouts in just under 60 innings of work. He will be a handful for Daleville, but Daleville comes in red hot. The Broncos are hitting .368 and slugging .529 over the 5 games of the state tournament, and their order is like murderer's row. They are very, very difficult to stop. If you get 4 of the first 5, the 5th one can really make you pay. And that's the kind of club Daleville has been here in 2018. 2 years ago, this team went on a magical run, won a state championship in 2016 at Victory Field. Terry Turner feels this team could go just as deep and win it again, and I believe he's right. This team is going to be tough to stop. It's going to take a whale of a performance to knock them off. Northfield is a team that has a couple of outstanding power hitters. You look at Blake Harner, he's at .412 in the state tournament, and Clayton Tomlinson at .385. They will be players to be reckoned with today, and you can throw in Jared Vigar into that mix. He bats in the mid-3s. So no easy outs today for Evan Etchison, the Daleville pitcher, who comes in as the state leader in wins in 1A baseball with 9. He's 9-2. With an ERA of 2.03, 15 walks, 59 Ks in 62 innings of work. It's been a great Daleville season. They're 2 more wins away from more rings and another banner and a big trophy. We'll see if they can get it done. First, they got to take care of business here today. Winner of this game gets either University or Tecumseh next weekend in the state championship game. We don't know whether that will be on Friday night or on Saturday. The IHSAA will decide who gets the Friday game once all 4 matchups are signaled and settled down. Let's join the pregame announcements here as the teams are introduced down on the field.
Sectional and casted regional champions. They come in with a record of 16-14. Let's meet the Northfield Norsemen. Number 3, Hunter Cox. Number 8, Logan Cox. Number 15, Levi Fulkerson. Number 17, Jacob Truma. Number 23, Jonah Truma. The starting lineup for the Norsemen, leading off playing third base, number 1, Clayton Thomason. Batting second at shortstop, number 13, Kent Hartman. Batting third, your pitcher, number 14, Blake Horner. Batting fourth in left field, number 25, Matt Poe. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 5, Nate Franzen. Batting sixth at first base, number 7, Jared Feiger. Batting 70, catcher, number 27, Braden Ricklinger. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 19, Trevor Thornworth. And batting ninth in center field, number 22, Cole Rosa. Playing second base today, number 26, Jared Schaefer. The head coach of the Norsemen is Clint Davis, ladies and gentlemen. They are the Northfield Norsemen. And now let's meet today's home team. They are the Anderson Prep Academy Sectional and Carroll Regional Champions with a record of 20 wins, 9 losses. They are the Daleville Broncos. Number 0, Evan Baker. Number 1, J.P. Nelson. Number 2, Spencer Pierce. Number 11, Blake Hyde. Number 19, Aiden Wilson. Number 20, Grant Bowles. Number 22, Brayden Jenner. And number 24, Derek Lawrence. The starting lineup for the Broncos leading off in the right field. Number 3, Josh Price. Batting second to shortstop, number 10, Max Stechter. Batting third in center field, number 5, Ryan Hagel. Batting fourth to second baseman, number 14, Higgins Smith. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 12, Jared Waltermeyer. Batting sixth to catcher, number 18, Ethan Pittsburgh. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 17, Caden Gattro. Batting eighth to take the hill, number 7, Evan Etchison. And batting ninth, playing first base, number 4, Jimmy Bowen. The Broncos are coached by Terry Turner. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the Daleville Broncos. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would ask that you please rise and honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
There you have the pregame festivities. We're about set to go. Daleville is the home team in this contest today. They will wear white pants, black jerseys with the Vegas gold lettering and trim, white hats with black bills and the black and gold Daleville logo on the crown. Visiting team today is the Norsemen of Northfield. Their colors are sky blue to royal blue, a nice deep blue on a black jersey. The sleeves are blue, lettering white with blue trim, white helmets and hats with blue bills. They look very sharp in their whites in the pants category. So this is going to be a nice game. These are two pretty good teams. And as I say to a lot of people this time of year, they're just as good as you are. They're undefeated in the tournament like you. You got to go beat them. And they're not here for no reason. So this is not a walkover game for Daleville by any means. They've got to get the job done today on this diamond. Sky conditions, partly cloudy, a mix of blue sky and white clouds. We've had threatening skies on and off, but no rain today yet here. And very little last night, according to the tournament director. Etchison finishes up his warm-up tosses. We're about set to go. Defensively for Daleville, they'll have Gothrop in left, Hale in center, Price in right, Watermeyer at third, Stecker at short, Smith at second, Bowen at first, with Pittsford behind the plate. Etchison on the mound as the infielders meet with their pitcher one more time before we get underway. About 80 degrees, if not more, muggy, sticky. It's going to be a muggy, heavy day. Wind is still right now, but when it kicks up, it's blowing straight out from the plate to right field out of the west, and it has gusted around 15. First man to hit today for Northfield is their third baseman, Clayton Tomlinson. He's a right-handed hitter. Etchison looks in for a sign from Pittsford into his windup. The pitch is high for a ball, and we're underway at 12:57. Tomlinson to lead things off at 385 through the state tournament. He takes inside, ball two. It's 2-0. Chance Hartman and Blake Harner behind him here in the first for Clinton Davis's Norsemen. 16 wins, 14 losses. Here comes the 2-0. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. Defensively, straight away, medium depth in the outfield. Same on the infield. Etchison's 2-1 delivery fouled right back off the press box, and it's 2-2. It can get in your booth here. You got to be awake on a day like today, and believe me, I am. So after starting 2-0, Etchison has worked back to 2-2. Here comes his pitch. It's well outside, a good stop, and the count is full. Mention that this is an artificial turf diamond. There is not a speck of dirt on it. It's just painted brown. Here comes the payoff pitch from Etchison. Ground ball toward short on 2 hops. Stecker fires across. He got him. 1 down. That'll bring in Chance Hartman. Chance, the shortstop today for the Norsemen. 286 through 5 games of the state tournament for him, with no homers and an RBI. In fact, the Norsemen have not hit a long ball so far in state tournament play. 1 away, bags empty, just underway here in Kokomo. Etchison into his windup, and he deals. Breaking ball up and in, ball 1. For the season, Hartman is at 392, their leading hitter through 30 games this year. Here's the pitch to him. Takes away, and for the second straight batter, it's 2-0. Thanks for joining us today. Wherever you're listening around the World Wide Web, I'd love to know. Drop me a note on Twitter at Delco Preps. Let me know where you or your relatives might be catching the game. Here's the pitch. Fouled back off the base of that brick wall to make it 2-1. Ball goes all the way out between the mound and first. This park plays differently than what these guys are used to. The dimensions are different. 330 down the lines. 400 to straightaway center, 348 to left center, 369 to right center. Brick wall between the dugouts all the way around behind the plate. Here's a bunt down the third baseline. It's going to go just foul. Nicely done by Watermeyer as he let the ball roll a good 70 feet before it finally did kick foul. As I said, Hartman is the leading hitter for the season at .392. He has 40 hits. He has scored 28 runs, all team category leaders for the Norsemen. 2 balls, 2 strikes to him with 1 out, no one on here in the first. Curved him upstairs, did Etchison. He missed to make it 3-2. Etchison has been on a dominant role here in the postseason. He's not unhittable. He just gets people out all day. Here comes the payoff pitch. Fly ball, shallow center field. Ryan Hale has it tracked. He's got it. 2 down. That'll bring in Blake Harner.
Pitcher number 14, Blake Harner.
First left-handed hitter of the game for the season. Harner at .347, a team leading 28 RBIs, 8 doubles, 5 triples. Hasn't homered yet. Stands up near the plate. No one on, 2 away, top of the first. Etchison starts him with a breaking ball outside. So Etchison has thrown a first pitch ball to each of the first 3 hitters in the Northfield lineup. Not quite Evan Etchison-like. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Harner was looking to yank it. Came up dry, 1-1. It's the first swing and a miss of the game. Etchison ready. Here comes the next one from him. Change up. Missed low and outside. It's 2-1. Etchison looking to work a 1-2-3 first inning for the Broncos, the Bronx Bombers with a CS. Into his motion. Here's the pitch. Chopper, ground ball, right side by the mound. It bounces on the turf into right center field. That's a 2-out clean single on a couple of hops for Blake Harner. And there you see the impact of the artificial turf on the game. That ball bounced through the infield like a slinky. And that's the first hit of the day. And it brings up the cleanup man, Matt Coe. .313 and 3 RBIs for him so far in the state tournament. His first look at Etchison. Now from the set. Here it comes. Breaking ball. Hit into left center field. Hale back on his horse on the dead run. He can't get it. It's over his head. He lost it. Runner around third. He's going to score. Batter headed for third. It's going to be a triple for Matt Coe. And a 1-0 Northfield lead. Hale lost that ball, tracking it off the bat. And it's 1-0 Norseman. The ball didn't land very far behind Hale as it was. He probably will tell you that should have been caught, but tough sky, different look, 1-0 game. That brings in Nate Drancic, the right fielder, with a man at third and 2 down. Etchison still from the stretch, swing and a miss. Drancic couldn't catch the gas from Etchison. Back-to-back hits here with 2 outs, a single, then a triple. And the Norsemen have cracked the scoreboard first. Here comes the pitch. Over the head of Drancic with a breaking ball to make it 1-1. Coe with his 4th RBI of the state tournament for the guys from Wabash County. Etchison with the sign. Checks the runner, brings it home. Popped up, foul ground. It'll be out of play on the first base side. First 2 batters went down relatively easily. A ground out, a fly out, but then with 2 down, a chopper ground ball single by Harner, a booming triple to straightaway center by Coe, and a 1-0 game. Swing and a miss, inning over as Drancic chased the high hard stuff and couldn't catch up with the Express. For Northfield, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. They leave a man at third base. We're through half an inning from the semi-state. It's Northfield 1, Daleville coming to bat on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Who do I swim for? I swim on my high school team for my mom, who gets up at 5 o'clock every morning to take me to practice.
I swim for hugs from my teammates, spaghetti dinners, and my lucky neon green goggles.
I swim for Coach Murray, who pushes me to dig deep and finish strong.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline. Skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens.
Most of all, I swim for myself, because I learn more about who I am and who I want to be every time I dive into the pool. That's who I swim for.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. We head for the bottom of the first inning in a 1-0 contest with Northfield out in front. Daleville today will have Josh Price hitting first and playing right. Max Stecker will bat second and play short. Ryan Hale in center. He'll bat third. Peyton Smith will hit cleanup from second base. Jared Waldemeyer will bat fifth and play third. Ethan Pittsford, the catcher, will hit in the sixth hole. Caden Gothrop will bat seventh and play position 7 in left field. Evan Etchison pitching and batting eighth. And Jimmy Bowen, the first baseman, will bat ninth. Josh Price ready to go. Blake Harner, the Northfield pitcher, stands on that rubber, and he's ready to go. Here comes the first pitch. It's high, ball one. Price, Stecker, and Hale, and maybe more here in the bottom of the first as Daleville bats, trailing 1-0. We'll set the defense for you momentarily. Fastball in tight, and it's 2-0 to Price. Cole in left, Rosine in center, Drancic in right on the outfield. Rest in a moment. Here comes the pitch from Harner. It's inside, and Price is ahead 3-0. Tomlinson at third, Hartman at short, Schaefer at second, Vigar at first with Ripplinger behind the plate as he catches ball 4 from the pitcher Harner. And it's a 4-pitch walk to start the day for Daleville. Josh Price is aboard. Not the way you want to open if you're Blake Harner. That'll bring up Max Stecker. Max has hit .308 in the state tournament. Price, by the way, .571 through 5 state tournament games. He's at first with a good lead. Stecker squares, pops up the bunt. It's on the first base side. It's down. Harko will come down, tag him. He drops the ball, but they say he had it long enough, and they call him out. So the sacrifice successful. That's 1 unassisted for the first out on a play by Harner to come off the mound for the bunt. And Price is at second base with 1 away. That'll bring in Ryan Hale. Bit of a strange start to this one. You're just getting in on the game, 1-0 Northfield. They managed to squeeze out a 2-out rally run. Single, triple run scored. They've got a 1-0 lead, but that's nothing. If you can't score one, you can't win anyway. Ryan Hale in there, .467 in the state tournament. His first look at the left-hander Harner. He takes breaking ball high and in. A lot of balls out of the zone so far by Harner. Daleville with a chance to tie the game here in the first with a runner at second base and 1 out. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Hale cut through the fastball to make it 1-1. Ryan has had 7 hits in the postseason. 6 have been extra base jobbies. 1-1 to him. Here's the pitch. He takes a strike on the outer edge, and it's 1-2. 1 home run, 8 RBIs in 5 tournament games for the senior Ryan Hale. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, called third strike. Frozen. Backward K, 2 down. 103 strikeouts on the season now for Harner. That brings in the cleanup man, Peyton Smith, who's been red hot. He takes a strike on the outer edge. Smith at .688 through the state tournament, a homer, team leading 12 RBIs, looking for 13 here with a man at second and 2 down. Here's the pitch. Takes upstairs, and it's 1-1. Peyton has been the definition of red hot through the tournament. Phenomenal run. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, sharply foul up the third baseline. Terry Turner lays it down in the coaching box. And Peyton Smith is behind, 1 ball, 2 strikes, with Jared Waldermeyer waiting on deck. Price with good speed at second base. Anything in the outfield will get him home. Here's the pitch. Airmailed his catcher right off the wall. Throw is going to go down to third and nearly thrown away. So it's a ball, a wild pitch, and Price now down at third base with 2 away. Wow. Smith even on the count 2-2, and now Harner, the pitcher, asks for a new ball. That one probably got scuffed as it went to the brick wall on the fly. So now Smith with a chance to get Price home. Smith represents the go-ahead run at the plate. Bottom of the first, 2 down, Price at third. Here comes the pitch to Smith. He rips a shot down the left field line. Fair ball, tie game. Price comes home to score. Smith rounds second. He's going to go around first, rather. He's safe at second with a double. And this game is tied 1-1. Peyton Smith continues his red-hot production here in the postseason. Another double, his 13th RBI of the state tournament. And it's a 1-1 game here in the first. Both teams dent the board, and that brings in Jared Waldermeyer, and he takes a pitch way outside for ball 1. Waldermeyer hitting .375 during the 5 games of the tournament. Spin, fake throw to second, Smith back okay. So we're all knotted up 1-1 now. Let's see if the Broncos can get the lead here in the first. There's a pitch high, taken again by Waldermeyer to make it 2-0. Waldermeyer, big number 14 on his back, long hair blowing in the breeze, brings it home high again. It's 3-0 to Waldermeyer, and that's danger zone territory. He hasn't homered in the tournament. He has 6 RBIs, though, and the go-ahead run is 2 stops away with Smith at second base. There's a fastball on the inner half, called strike to make it 3-1. Now you're probably going to let him go on 3-1. Here comes the pitch. Outside corner on the knees for a strike, and the count runs full. Good comeback by Harner, who had trailed him 3-0. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Second walk of the inning issued by Harner. And with 2 on and 2 down, that brings in Ethan Pittsford.
Catcher number 18, Ethan Pittsford.
Good crowd here this afternoon. Jay County is already here, sitting to my left in the upper deck in the shade. They'll play Andrean in the 3A North semi-state after this one. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball missed outside, ball 1. Pittsford at .417 through the state tournament. 4 RBIs for him. He's ahead 1-0. High fly ball down the left field line. It's going to drift back near the bullpen and fall on the artificial turf warning track. The third baseman, Tomlinson, went over. Thought it was going to be out of play. So did I, but the wind pushed it back in play. He just couldn't make the play, and it's nothing but a strike on a foul ball. A lot of foul ground here at Municipal Stadium on the sidelines between about halfway down the line at home plate. Throw to first, runner back safely. Close to being a balk because the first baseman wasn't holding him, and he snuck in at the last moment to take the throw. Got to be careful with that. 1 ball, 1 strike to Pittsford. 2 down. Here's the pitch. Hops it up. Back behind the plate. It'll be out of play. RBI double by Peyton Smith brought Josh Price home, and we're tied at a run each here in the first. Here's the pitch. Hit him. Square in the back, and the bags are loaded. And we'll almost certainly see a courtesy runner at first base for Pittsford. He'll come running off his lime neon green cleats. And the courtesy runner for him is going to be number 11, Blaine Tighe.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 11, Blaine Tighe.
So the bags are juiced now with 2 down. Mixed bag in the first inning with a visit to the mound now as the entire infield joins the coach and Blake Harner to talk strategy. Daleville has loaded the bases with 2 down here in the first. It's a 1-1 game now, and as I was saying a moment ago, mixed bag for Harner in the first. He's allowed, let's see, a double, issued 2 walks, hit another batter, struck out another batter, and now that brings up Caden Gothrop, the freshman at 214 in the state tournament, just 2 RBIs. Caden's at 195 for the overall season through 29 games. Chance for a big inning here. Here's the pitch. On the inside corner, called strike. Smith at third. Waltermeyer at second. Tige at first. Gothrop at the plate. Checks his swing, holds up on a high inside fastball. And it's 1-1. A single here would get you 2 runs almost certainly. Pitch hits him in the back, and that'll force in the go-ahead run. Harner reacts, mad at himself. Daleville leads 2-1. Caden Gothrop hit by the pitch. Picks up an RBI the hard way. 2 consecutive hit batsmen for Harner. And that brings Smith home to make it 2-1. Inauspicious start for Harner. Daleville will bring up its 8th hitter of the inning, and it's Evan Etchison. And all he has done for the season is bat .415. It's a team high. 267 for E squared through the state tournament. 2 down with the bags juiced. First pitch swinging, fouls it straight back off the wall. He was right on it. Price has scored. Smith has scored. Broncos have Waltermeyer at third. Blaine Tige at second base as he runs for Pittsburgh, and Gothrop at first. Harner will still work out of the stretch with the bags loaded and a man at third. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball up the third baseline. It'll go foul. Harner a pitch away from working out of major trouble. He's lost the lead, but it's still a 1-run contest. Etchison with a chance to give his team a crooked number and a big lead here in the home first. Shot toward the second baseman, stabbed on the fly. Etchison hits a line drive right at him for the final out, but Daleville gets the lead. 2 runs, a double, couple of hit batsmen, couple of walks, 3 men left on base. What an inning that was. Daleville's got the lead. We go now to the top of the second. It's the Broncos 2, the Norsemen 1 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. We move to the second inning of the 1A North Semi-State. 2-1. Daleville in front of Northfield. 6, 7, and 8 in the North's batting order here against Etchison. Jared Vigar to lead off. Iron-handed hitting first baseman. He takes way outside, ball 1. Vigar, Braden Ripplinger, and Trevor Burnworth due up here for the Norse here in their half of the second inning. They scratched out a run in the top half of the first, then gave up 2 to Daleville, and now trail 2-1. Here comes the 1-0. in the air. Trouble, right center field, long run. Price on the run. It's over his head. It's going to go all the way to the wall. It'll be at least a double. He's going to round second and try for third. Here comes the relay. He's going to be safe with a triple. Jared Vigar gets his team out of the shoot-in style here in the second inning. Second triple in as many innings for the Norse. Daleville's going to have to adjust its defense and play a little deeper. Both balls over the outfielders' heads might have been caught on another day, but were not. And that puts the tying run at third with no one out, and Braden Ripplinger, the catcher, wide open stance, right-hand hitter. Etchison from the stretch. Fly ball towards straightaway center. Hale's going to have it. Let's see if they tag him. Here he comes to the plate. Here comes the throw. He's going to be safe. We're tied at 2. Ripplinger comes through with a sacrifice fly to Ryan Hale in center. The RBI to Ripplinger, his first of the postseason. And this game is tied at 2 apiece. That brings in the 8-hole hitter, the designated hitter, Trevor Burnworth, who bats for Jared Schaefer, the second baseman. So a brand new game again as we're knotted at 2. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed breaking ball by Etchison. Right now, the flag about 10 miles an hour toward right field. There's a breaking ball outside, smothered by Pittsford to make it 1-1. This park plays much differently than Daleville is used to. Here's a line shot, a hot tamale out of play on the first base side. Now you could put Daleville's home park in this one and have plenty of parking left over around it. Much bigger than they're used to at home, certainly. Here comes the windup in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Check swing. Pittsford one-hopped it, tagged the runner out. That's 1, make it 2 down. Okay, 2 unassisted in the books. Second strikeout for Etchison. And with 2 down, bags empty for the 9-hole hitter, Cole Rosine. Center fielder hitting with the game tied. His first look at Evan Etchison, trying to win for the 10th time in his sophomore year. And now he steps back off the rubber, and the batter steps out for a quick breather. Now they're both back where they belong. Rosine at 111 through the state tournament. First pitch hitting, and he fouls it back out of play. Northfield has scored 2 runs on 3 hits. Daleville 2 runs on 1 hit. We're in the top of inning number 2. Winner of this one goes to Victory Field next weekend. There's a one-hopper outside. The count runs to 1-1. This reminds me of the semi-state 2 years ago. Second batter of the game hit a home run for Fort Wayne Blackhawk, and Brandon Vermillion shut him off the rest of the way to win 2-1. Here's a ground ball toward third. To his left, Waldemar has it. Forehands, fires, got him. And that'll do it for the Norsemen here in their half of the second inning. They get a run on a hit, no errors, nobody left on base. We're through an inning and a half in Kokomo. It's Northfield 2, Daleville 2 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Leading off for Daleville, first baseman, number 4, Jimmy Bowen.
We head to the bottom of the second inning in the 1A North Semi-State. Daleville and Northfield tied at 2 apiece. 9-1-2 due up for Daleville here in their half of the second inning. Jimmy Bowen to lead things off. He takes a strike on the outside corner. Bowen and then Josh Price and Max Stecker. Here comes the 0-1. It's outside, and that evens things 1-1. Blake Harner, a very quick worker for Northfield. He gets it, gets a sign, goes right back to it. Works him way outside, and now Bowen ahead 2-1. Josh Price and Peyton Smith have scored the runs for Daleville. There's a called strike on the outside corner, even at 2-2 now to Bowen. Gothrop with an RBI, Smith with an RBI. There's the pitch low and outside, and the count to Bowen runs full. Harner has thrown a lot of pitches. He threw 28 in the first inning alone. Ground ball by third into left field, base hit. 3-2 pitch just slapped the other way by Jimmy Bowen. Well done. And that brings in Josh Price. Second hit of the day by the Broncos, and they'll roll over the order. Price worked a 4-pitch walk his first time. Came around to score on that Peyton Smith double down the line in inning number 1. And the first pitch to him is inside, ball 1. Price has had a terrific year. He walked a dozen times during the season so far. Now time called. Harner will step off briefly, Price out briefly, and now they're all set to go. Bowen with a short lead at first. Snap throw. He's back. That was a leaner lead. What do I mean by that? He could go out there and lean over and fall and land on the bag. Very short lead. About 6 feet. Here's the pitch home. It's high and away. Price is ahead 2-0. Dangerous here right now for Northfield. Price has batted .571 during the tournament, .404 overall for the year, and he takes a fastball upstairs. Was over but high, and now it's 3-0. Jimmy Bowen at first. Here comes the pitch home. It's a called strike on the inner corner. Now you'll turn Price loose, and that's trouble with the count of 3-1. A little bit bigger lead for Bowen. Here comes the pitch. Smash foul down the third baseline. We'll do it again. Josh Price has homered. He has 1 on the season, none in the tournament. He has scored 41 runs this season. That's healthy. That's among the state leaders in all enrollment classifications, let alone in 1A. 3-2 pitch on the way. Fouled straight back to the wall. Good battle between Harner and Price. And you keep running up that pitch count. As I said, Harner threw 28 in the first inning. He's thrown 12 already here in inning 2. This will be his 41st pitch of the day with an inning plus on his resume. Throw over to first, Bowen back. Don't get me started on the pitch count rule or its recent implementation. I don't want to get thrown out of the park yet. Here comes the pitch. High and away, ball 4. Josh Price earns his second straight walk of the day. That'll move Bowen to second base. 2 on, nobody out for Max Stecker.
Shortstop number 10, Max Stecker.
Max sacrificed his first time up. Hitting away this time, and he fouls it back out of the park. Stecker, a 379 batter over 29 games. Pair of teammates at first and second. He takes over but low, and not too low. It was on the knees. Late called strike signal. 0-2 to Stecker. Bowen at second. Price at first. No one out. Here's a smash off the face of the Daleville dugout on the third base side. Everybody's okay down there. Broncos are doing a great job running up the pitch count on Harner. The left-hander looks in. He's ready. Here comes the delivery. Breaking ball and a beauty. Throws him on the outside corner for a strikeout. Stecker goes down looking. Second strikeout of the game by Harner, and that brings in Ryan Hale.
Center fielder number 5, Ryan Hale.
Harner has walked 3, struck out 2, has hit 2 batters. Here's the pitch to Hale. That same soft slider on the outer edge taken for a strike. Hale struck out looking on that very pitch his first time up. Here's the next one. Upstairs, the count evens 1-1. Danger here, Sherry, as Harry Carey used to say. Minute, first and second, 1 away. Smacked out of play, back behind the press box in the parking lot. Hope that stayed away from my car. And it's quickly 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ryan Hale, strongest man in the batting order. He swings and misses at a changeup. 2 down. Back-to-back strikeouts by Harner here in the second inning.
Second baseman number 14, Peyton Smith.
That brings up Peyton Smith. Pete doubled in the first run of the day for Daleville. He'll bat with 2 on and 2 away here in the second inning. 2-2 contest. Let's see what Peyton does with him this time. Fastball outside, ball 1. This is a key moment in the game. If you're Harner, if you can get him out, you're in good shape. If he drills one, you're in trouble. Here's the pitch. Low and in. Smith lifts up his back foot to avoid getting hit, and he's ahead in the count, 2-0. Harner checks the runners, brings it home. Dead fish changeup taken away by Smith, and it's 3-0. I don't think he'll be swinging here, but I've been wrong about that before. 3 balls, no strikes. He takes a strike on the outer edge. Gotta believe he'll be hitting here at 3-1 now. Bowen at second, Price at first. Smash toward the third baseman. He'll field it, just trot to third and step on the bag himself for the final out of the inning. That'll do it for Daleville here in their half of the second inning. No runs, a hit, no errors. 2 men left. The Broncos have left 5 already in the game. We're through 2 complete in Kokomo in the North Semi-State in 1A. It's Northfield 2, Daleville 2 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Who do I swim for? I swim on my high school team for my mom, who gets up at 5 o'clock every morning to take me to practice.
I swim for hugs from my teammates, spaghetti dinners, and my lucky neon green goggles.
I swim for Coach Murray, who pushes me to dig deep and finish strong.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline. Skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens.
Most of all, I swim for myself, because I learn more about who I am and who I want to be every time I dive into the pool. That's who I swim for.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Clayton Tomlinson in to lead things off for Northfield here in the third. 1, 2, 3 in the North's batting order in a 2-2 tie. First pitch, smack into center field, went right by Etchison, who reached for it but couldn't get the line drive. Leadoff single by Tomlinson, and that brings up Chance Hartman. Hartman, nothing out of one. He flied to center his first time. 2-2 game, 2-4-0 for Northfield, 2-2-0 for Daleville. Broncos smelling bunt. Batter squares, bunts through it, throw to first, nearly thrown away. 0-1 to Hartman. I noticed during the infield that Pittsford had a little trouble with throwing accurately today. I hope that's not something that'll be a problem all day. 0-1 to Hartman. Smith at second, hoping for a double play. Here's a bunt down the third baseline. Waltermeyer has it, gonna have to hurry. Just does get him for the out at first. 5-3 on the putout, on the sack. And that'll move Tomlinson to second base.
Number 14, Blake Horner.
So man in scoring position for the Norsemen as their number 3 hitter, Blake Harner, comes up. He singled, later scored in the first inning. He's probably their best all-around hitter, maybe their best all-around player. Etchison from the stretch, swing and a miss. Harner chased the high, hard stuff, couldn't get it. Etchison, not a hard thrower, but he's sneaky fast, probably around 80 when he really gets the giddy up on it. Here's the pitch. Fastball away, and it's 1-1. When Evan muscles up here next 2 years, junior, senior year, he's going to throw a lot harder. He's an outstanding pitcher in the best definition of the word. Slapped in the air, shallow left field. Stick of the shortstop out to make a great running catch with his back to the infield. You hear the fans downstairs in appreciation of that one. Beautiful play, 2 down. Stecker was the only one with a chance to catch it. Gothrop, the left fielder, was not going to get there, and Max ran out from under his hat, made a great play going into shallow left center. Hang a star on that play, and with 2 down, Matt Coe is the batter. Quick timeout as Pittsford goes out for a quick chat with his pitcher, Etchison. Coe drove in the first run of the day for the Norsemen with a booming triple to center field. 1 out of 1. Man at second, 2 away, third inning, tie game 2-2. Etchison starts him with a high curve for ball 1. Hale, the center fielder, a little bit deeper this time, straight away with the wind blowing from the plate toward the right field corner at about 10 miles an hour. Long pause by E squared. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Coe with a big rip. Couldn't get it. 1-1. Etchison has scattered 4 hits. Couple of strikeouts along the way. Potential go-ahead run at second base here in the third. See if he can pitch out of it. Here's the next one. Swing and a miss. Coe chased the fastball upstairs again, and he's in the hole, 1-2. Etchison could really use a strikeout right here and just shut him off like tap water. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down. Potential go-ahead run at second base. Here's the next one. Swing and a miss. He got him with stuff on the outer edge. And that's it for Northfield in the third inning. Etchison gets what I called for. How do you like them apples? For the Norsemen in the third, no runs, a hit, a sacrifice. They leave the man in scoring position at second base. We're through 2.5 in the 1A North Semi-State. Still Northfield 2, Daleville 2 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel. Stay right there.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. that place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Indiana develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Jared Waldemar to lead off for Daleville here in the third. He takes a strike. 2-2 game, Waldemar, Pittsford, and Gothrop for the Broncos. Next one in the air down the right field line, drifting over toward the bullpen. It'll be out of play. Good hustle that time by the Northfield first baseman, Viger. There's a concrete wall down there between the field of play and the bullpen, and if you run into it, it's pretty unforgiving. There is no padding on it. Really got to be careful there. No balls and 2 strikes to Waldemar. Here's Harner's pitch. Swing and a miss, but it gets away from the catcher, goes all the way to the backstop, and he's going to be safe. Waldemar reaches on the strikeout wild pitch. And the leadoff man is aboard. Daleville's leadoff man has gotten on all 3 innings against Harner. That brings up Ethan Pittsford. Ethan got hit by a pitch his first time. He squares to bunt. He does bunt. Snap throw to first. Runner just back. Nearly got him. Sky starting to cloud up now here in Kokomo, Indiana. Harner back to work. Throw to first, runner back. Two-two game. Foul tip. Held on to by Ripplinger, the catcher, and just like that, Pittsford is behind, 0-2. Daleville trying to get the go-ahead run around. There's a pitch upstairs. Good take by Pittsford to make it 1-2. Harner has the sign, brings it home, shot down the third baseline, but well foul. Broncos are really running up the pitch count. Harner has used 54 pitches through 2 innings. By comparison, that's more than Etchison has thrown in 3 innings. Next one popped up, back behind the plate. Looks like he'll have room. Long chase right near the wall. Nice catch by Ripplinger. The Northfield catcher never gave up on it, and it stayed in the park. 1 away. Plenty of room in foul ground here. That's a long run back there. Waldemar stays put at first, and with 1 away, Caden Gothrop is the batter. Caden also got hit by a pitch his first time. He looks at a fastball upstairs. Tomlinson, the third baseman, is in about 10 feet in front of the bag. Here comes the delivery. Smash foul, first base side. Coach Stecker, he olayed that one. I don't blame him. It was a hot smash. Gothrop steps out briefly. Now he's back in. 1-1 pitch. Pops it up. Foul ground, third base side. Over near the coach's box. It's going to be handled by the third baseman, Tomlinson. 2 down. Consecutive pop-outs by the Broncos, and that brings up Evan Etchison. You don't want to waste scoring opportunities, and right now the Broncos in this inning have struggled. Etchison asks for time. He gets it just as Harner was starting his delivery. Etchison is nothing out of 1. He hit a smoking liner to the second baseman his first time. He takes away ball 1. Potential go-ahead run down at first base in Waltermeyer. Here's a line drive straightaway center room service. It's right at Rosine. He moves about 2 feet to make the catch. Couple of tough luck outs for Etchison at the plate. For Daleville in their half of the third, no runs, no hits, no errors. They leave a man at first base. They've left 6 already in the game. We're through 3 complete in Kokomo. Northfield 2, Daleville 2 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel. Stay right there.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline. Skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ballpark. We move to the middle inning, top of the 4th. Northfield 2, Daleville 2. It's going to be 5, 6, and 7 in the Norseman batting order. Nate Drancic to lead off, then Jared Vigar and Braden Ripplinger. Drancic, a strikeout victim his first time swinging. Right-handed batter. Etchison into his movement and his motion, and now he throws it right by him, strike 1. Drancic could not catch up to it. Etchison's 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased a fastball away. When Evan is hitting his spots, he's really, really tough. Tough to hit. Not a lot of solid contact. There's a foul ball back to the screen. Etchison has thrown 44 pitches in the game unofficially. He's in good shape in that department. And way out in front of Drancic, 0-2. Let's see if he can punch him out again. Curved him, just missed. Good take by Drancic. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Northfield got a run in the first, a run in the second. 2 in the first by Daleville. Fastball just missed outside. The count evens 2-2. Story of the game so far, men left on base. Daleville has left 6 men. Northfield has only left 2 runners. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 away. Etchison threw the gas by him for his 4th punch out. That brings in Jared Vigar.
First baseman number 7, Jared Vigar.
Vigar hit the triple to right field to start the second inning. He came around to score on a sac fly by Ripplinger. So he scored the tying run for his team, and now with 1 out, let's see if he can get on. Etchison taking his time. Here's the windup in the pitch. Popped up on the infield near the mound. No one's calling it. Someone better take charge. And finally, Etchison catches the ball. Smith came roaring in and dived to try to catch it. No one called it. And Etchison, standing on the edge of the mound, said, I'm going to catch it. I'm not going to let it fall. 2 down. That could have been a disaster. Not only by allowing a man to get on, but someone could have been hurt. No harm, though. 2 up, 2 down here in the 4th, and Braden Ripplinger is the batter. Sacrifice fly is only time up. He takes a strike on the outer edge. Etchison really looks like he's in a groove right now. He has retired 5 in a row. Let's see if he can make it 6. No balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ripplinger took a big rip. Came up dry on the high fastball out of the zone, and he's down 0-2. Etchison rocks Fires. Here it is. Line shot down the left field line, just foul. Jimmy Bowen made a diving attempt on it at first, and it hit less than 2 feet foul for a strike. And that was the first time a ball in play has hit the walls, jut back in toward the foul lines here, and that ball will kick back out into the outfield. 0-2. Etchison trying to put the Norsemen away here in the fourth. Curved in. Called third strike. Inning over. Etchison works a donut in the fourth. He strikes out Ripplinger, 5th K of the day for E squared. For the Norsemen, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We're halfway through the 1A North Semi-State title game. Northfield 2, Daleville 2 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's Jimmy Bowen to lead off the fourth here for Daleville in the bottom half as we play in a 2-2 tie. And the first pitch from Harner is over but low, ball one. Bowen and then the top of the order, Josh Price and Max Stecker. Next one is too high and it's 2-0. Bowen singled to left his first time up. Left-handed hitter, open stance. He looks at a pitch down, and he's ahead 3-0.
Pitch please, Crystal Parker.
This will be the 71st pitch in the game unofficially so far by Harner. He's over halfway to the limit already. There's a strike. 3-1. Bowen was taking there. Will he take now? Here comes the windup, the pitch. Doesn't matter. It's ball four inside. Leadoff walk for the Broncos here in the home fourth. That's the fourth walk issued by Harner. He's also hit two batters and struck out four. And that brings in Josh Price. Daleville has gotten the leadoff runner on board in every inning today, but they've stranded 6 runners. Price has walked twice, and he's trying to lay one down, and he bunts foul. It hit him or the bat. The umpire says strike. He appealed down to first to his partner. Price tried to bunt it. It hit him, but it's a strike because he tried to hit it. Price walked and scored in the first, walked and got stranded at the drive-in in the second. Dangerous man. 404 on the season. Throw to first, runner back. Price has hit .571 in the state tournament. He does not have an official time at bat today. Let's see if he can move. Bowen. Bunt. By the mound. Harner has it, bobbles it, throws late, throws wild. Runner safe. Here goes the man to third. They're going to put up the brakes at third. Now runners on the corners and nobody out. That'll be a sacrifice and a throwing error by Harner, the pitcher, allowing the batter runner, Jimmy Bowen, to go down to third. What a mess that was. So Daleville has something cooking here to start the fourth. Time called briefly as Terry Turner has a chat with Max Stecker. Chance for the Broncos to get out in front and capitalize here. First 2 men are on here in the home fourth in a 2-2 game. Stecker the batter. He squares. Shows bunt. Called strike. Runner heads for second. He's safe as the Norse just threw back to the mound. Stolen base by Josh Price. Stecker with 2 men in scoring position now. He check swings at a pitch on the outer edge. It's a strike anyway. 0-2. Bowen at third. Price at second. Here's the pitch to Stecker. He pops it foul back out of play on the first base side. Max sacrificed his first time up. Struck out looking his last time, and he's in an 0-2 hole here. But a base hit would get you 2 runs. Pitch way off the plate. Good eye by Stecker. It's 1-2. Defense playing pretty deep. And straight away, here comes the next one. Swing and a foul tapper near the plate. He stays alive, and it's still 1-2. One of those turning point at bats in the game. 2 men on, nobody out. 4th inning of a 2-2 tie. Here's the pitch. Nubbed on the ground toward short. Runner coming home. Throw to the plate. He's going to be out. 6-2. Out number 1. Nice play by Hartman to Ripplinger. Runner at second, Price held up. The play was right in front of him. That's the smart play. Stecker is safe on the fielder's choice. So now with 1 out, runners are at first and second, and Ryan Hale is the batter, and he struck out twice, once each way. He takes a pitch low, ball 1. Broncos could really use a big hit here. Harner ready from the stretch. The left-hander brings it home. Smash foul down the third baseline. And just got a nice note from Sherry Vermillion saying the family is listening in Jasper. So thanks down there, guys. Appreciate that. Mucho audio. She'll know what that means. 2 runners on, 1-1 count. Hale looks on, throw over to first again, and the first baseman was not holding him. He broke in behind him to take the throw. Now Harner ready. Pitch on the way. High fastball. Good take by Hale. He's ahead 2-1. Sherry Vermillion, of course, the mother of Brandon Vermillion, the Mental Attitude Award winner 2 years ago in the championship season. Hale fouls one back to the net. Ryan hasn't had a real good, healthy cut yet in the game. He's been a little off with his timing. And now he chokes up a little bit with 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch to him. Breaking ball outside. Good take again to make it full. Two on. Here's the pitch. Too tight. Ball 4. Harner thought it was a strike. Didn't like the call. Base on balls to Ryan Hale. 5 walks by Harner. And the bags are loaded again. Nowhere to put Peyton Smith, and that's trouble in the postseason. Peyton has been scorching hot. He's 1 out of 2 in this game. He drove in a run with a booming double down the left field line. He rips a shot straight away left field. It's deep. It's going to be playable. The catch on the warning track. The runner tags. Here he comes home. He's going to score. And Daleville takes the lead. 3-2. That was well hit in Daleville. That would have been a grand slam. As it is, out number 2, and another RBI for Pete Smith. Max Stecker with a heads-up play down there at second, tagged and advanced to third, and it brings in Jared Waltermeyer. And he takes a breaking ball, a beauty for a strike. One of the better pitches of the day so far by Blake Harner. Runners on second and third as both moved up. Here's a tapper up the third baseline. It's going to go foul. Good heads-up base running by both Hale and Stecker to tag and advance as well on that sacrifice fly that brought Price home. So now a base hit with 2 down would get you both runs almost certainly because you're going on contact with 2 away. Waldermeyer waits on the pitch. Here it is. He takes away for a ball. 1-2. Stecker at third. Hale at second. 3-2 game now. Daleville in front. Fouled back to the net. Good battle here between Harner and Waldermeyer. Waldermeyer just a sophomore and playing really well. .356 batter for the season. Here's the pitch to him. It hit him. Bases loaded again. That is the third hit batsman today by Blake Harner. Bags are full again. Ethan Pittsford, the batter. Officially nothing out of 1. Hit by a pitch and a pop out to the catcher. And wearing those tennis ball neon yellow-green shoes of his. When you're playing on turf, you can't wear metal spikes, obviously, so you have to wear rubbers or molded plastic. Pittsford ready. First pitch swinging, popped up, back out of play behind the first base dugout. And boy, what you wouldn't give for a gapper in the alley here because you might get all 3 home. Fastball way outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Harner is going to have tough time getting through the game with this pitch count. Here comes the next one from him. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Now he's a pitch away from working out of a big crooked inning. From the stretch, brings it home. Fastball over but high. Good take by Pittsford. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 game now, last of the 4th, Daleville leading. There's a swing and a miss. Harner got him to chase up out of the zone, and that's the final out of the inning. Strikeout number 5 by Harner, but Daleville gets the job done. They get 1 run. They leave the bags loaded. They've got the lead, and they're heading to the late innings as we move to the 5th in Kokomo. It's Daleville 3, Northfield 2 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Indiana develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's Daleville 3, Northfield 2. As we go to the 5th inning here in Kokomo, skies are starting to darken to our west. Hopefully that does not mean rain or lightning or both. Broncos have a 1-run lead. They need 9 more outs to get to victory field. 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order here in the 5th for Northfield. The boys from Wabash County, Trevor Burnworth to lead things off against Etchison. Pops it up near the first base dugout, throwing on the run. He's got it about 15 feet from the wall. Good hustle play, 1 down. That'll bring in Cole Rosine. 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded to third his first time.
Number 22, Cole Rosa.
Evan Etchison has retired the last 7 men consecutively. The number 9 hole hitter, Rosine, getting a quick break here as Etchison gets a different ball. We've been lucky on the weather front so far. No pun intended, weather front. See what I did there? Rosine, the right-handed batter, crowds the plate. He is right in on the inside line of the batter's box, and he lines one back out of play. Etchison has thrown 54 pitches in the game. He's really working smoothly. Here's the pitch. Fouled back to the net on a changeup. Quickly 0-2. Etchison has allowed 4 hits, just the 2 runs. Both runs are earned. No walks, 5 Ks. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball up and away. Good take by Rosine, and it's 1-2. Top of the order waiting in the wings. Right now, Etchison looking to put another man away. Wind up in the pitch. Ground ball in the 5 hole. Forehanded by Waltermeyer. Long throw. Got him on a nice play. 2 down. Waltermeyer had to go to his left. It gets by him. It's going into the hole or maybe left field. Saves the runner there, and with 2 down, the top of the order rolls around, and Clayton Tomlinson bats. 8 in a row. Retired by Etchison. In fact, Tomlinson was the last man to reach. He's 1 out of 2. Here's the pitch to him. Fastball in tight, ball 1. Tomlinson grounded to short, but singled in his last trip in the 3rd inning. Open stance, right-handed batter. He takes over and low. He's ahead 2-0. Big number 1 on the back of his black and blue jersey. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, good take. 3-0. Tomlinson has homered once this season. He takes a strike, and it's 3-1. Etchison very good at spotting his stuff. They'll wind up in the fire. In the air, straightaway right field. Price started back, now in on the run. He's got it. Nice play. 3 up, 3 down here in the 5th for Northfield. 9 in a row retired by Etchison. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning in Kokomo. It's Daleville 3, Northfield 2 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Number 17, Katie Capra.
Welcome back to the ballpark. We head for the Daleville half of the fifth inning. The Broncos are out in front 3-2. And their leadoff man, Caden Gothrop, takes a strike from Blake Harner, the Northfield pitcher. Nothing out of one. A hit batsman, an RBI, in fact, as he takes the ball to make it 1-1. Gothrop grounded to third his last time. 7-8-9 for the Broncos. Here as they bat, ground ball, second baseman to his right on 3 hops. Bobbles, throws. He's not going to get him. That's going to be an error. It should be anyway. That was a room service play, and Schaefer couldn't get him. Gothrop is on board, and they do score an error, and that's the correct call. Well done, guys. No cheap hits in this game. Next one is a bunt laid down, and he's going to beat it out. Everybody is safe. Now a runner heading for third. He's going to be safe over there. Wow. Etchison sacrifices, beats it out. And that's going to be an error. It should be on the throw, the pitcher. And a pinch runner at first for Etchison, and you hear the hand for him. Wow. Courtesy runner down there at first is going to be number 1, JT Nelson. So Etchison reaches. 2 men on, men on the corners for Jimmy Bowen. He takes outside ball 1. The official scoring decision is infield hit for Etchison on that ball in the dirt. So men on the corners. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the first baseman. He'll bobble. Looks the runner back. Steps on first. That moves the runner down to second base, though. So 3 unassisted on the put out of Bowen at first base. That allows Nelson to move to second. Gothrop had to hold at third. And that brings in the top of the order and Josh Price. He takes low and away ball 1. Chance to break the game open here. 3-2 Daleville, bottom of the 5th inning. Men at second and third with 1 out for Price, who's due. He lays off a pitch high and away to make it 2-0. He's been ahead in the count all day. 2 walks, a sacrifice, couple of runs scored for Josh. Infield in tight in all 4 places, and he takes a strike. Base hit here would break the game open. Harner trying to get out of trouble with 2 men in scoring position and 1 away. Price takes upstairs. It's a ball. 3-1. Caden Gothrop is the runner at third. JT Nelson is the runner at second. Price, the batter, waiting on the 3-1 pitch from Harner. He takes over but low, ball 4. Good eye by Price. Josh has walked 3 times today. And that loads the bags with 1 away for Max Stecker. And we're going to have a visit to the mound for the pitcher, Blake Harner. And I don't know if that'll be it for him or not. We'll have to wait and see. A couple of police cars go flying by the ballpark here. You can hear them in the distance. We're in the home half of the 5th inning of the 1A North Semi-State title game. Daleville 3, Northfield 2, and the entire infield in on the meeting on the mound. Blake Harner pleading his case, saying, "Coach, let me keep going." He's thrown a lot of pitches, though. They're going to let him stay in.
Shortstop number 10, Max Stecker.
108 pitches thrown unofficially for Harner, so he's 12 away from having to come out. And with 1 down and the bags jammed, Max Stecker is the batter. Infield in on the grass again. He takes high, ball 1. I say in on the grass, in on the green paint, here on the artificial turf. But all four infielders are where the grass would normally be. Stecker lays off a ball up, and he's ahead 2-0. Nowhere to put him. This could be your season. If you're Northfield, you really need an out. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the outer edge. Stecker has sacrificed, struck out looking, reached on a fielder's choice. It's a tapper. Foul near the plate. 2-2. Great hearing from fans this afternoon, far and wide. Appreciate that. You guys are awesome, but you already knew that. Bronx Bombers trying to break this game open in the fifth. There's a fastball in tight, spun Stecker around, nearly hit him, and the count is full. And now you really got to bear down if you're Harner. In a 3-2 game with one away in the fifth and bags loaded, nowhere to put Stecker. Payoff pitch on the way. Line shot, just foul. Down the left field line. And I hope someone in the dugouts is keeping track of the pitch count as Harner is closing in on the end of his day. Here's the delivery. Too high. Ball 4. Run comes home. Bases loaded walk for Max Stecker. He'll pick up the RBI, and Daleville now leads it 4-2, and another trip to the mound, and that will force a pitching change here in the fifth inning. Harner has been chased. He'll leave the mound, trailing the game 4-2. He'll get a nice hand from the Northfield fans. That'll do it for him. We'll be back to tell you more about the pitching change after this on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel. Don't go away.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. We've had a pitching change here in the fifth inning for Northfield as Daleville chases Norseman starter Blake Harner. 4 1/3 innings of work for the left-hander, who will now go over to play first base. The right fielder, Nate Drancic, will come on in relief of Harner. On the season, Drancic 4-3 with an ERA of 3.59. He's 2-0 in the state tournament, as was Harner. And now you've got real trouble because you come into a bases-loaded jam. 1 out, Ryan Hale, the hitter. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Good stop by Ripplinger, the catcher. Daleville leading 4-2 now, and a chance to put a big run-producing inning on the board with men everywhere. Hale takes high, ball 2. Ryan is 0 for 2 with a walk. Both of his outs have been strikeouts, 1 each way. Here's the pitch to him. Ground ball through the infield, center field. 1 run scores. Another man headed home. The throw will be cut off, and Daleville leads this one 6-2. Nelson scores. Price scores. Stecker to third. 2-run base hit for the senior Ryan Hale. He comes through in the clutch. That brings in Peyton Smith. Here's the pitch. Runner from first breaks. Pitch gets away from the catcher, goes to the screen. Runner's going to score. Stecker touches the plate to make it 7-2. Stecker scores on the wild pitch. Hale down to second base. Smith ahead in the count, 1-0. Here's the pitch to him. He takes low and away. Peyton is ahead 2-0. I think he'll have the green light here. He's been red hot. 2 RBIs in this game. Man at second. Here's the pitch. Smash down the third baseline. Just a foot foul. The last hop before the bag was fair, but the next hop took it foul, and then it landed foul right near the umpire, who made a great call on it. Well done, guys. Guys in blue have done a nice job today. Here's the delivery. Popped up. Right field. We'll see if the runner advances. He's going to tag. The catch. Here comes the runner. Throw is going to come back in and be cut off. That's 2 down as the runner moves over on the fly out by Smith. So Peyton does his job and moves the runner. And with 2 away, that'll bring in Jared Waltermeyer. This is the big inning Daleville had been working for. First pitch home to Waltermeyer is low, ball 1. Daleville had left 9 runners on base through 4 innings. There's a swing and a miss. Must have been a foul ball tapper. The ball's dead. But this time the Broncos didn't waste anything. They finally broke through. Line smash over the shortstop, into the gap. Another run will score. Make it 8-2, Daleville. Jared Waltermeyer smokes a line drive for a hit and a ribby. Hale scores for the first time today. Daleville has put up a 5 spot here in the 5th inning, and you can smell it now in the water. They can smell that trip to victory field. Not over yet, but you're in the driver's seat. Ethan Pittsford, the batter. Pittsford ready. Pitch to him as a strike. Daleville has batted around here in the 5th inning. Ground ball. Slow roller toward short. The third baseman charges to his left. Throws it away. Nice pick. Bad throw. Ball goes out of play. It's a dead ball. And runners will be at second and third. Terry Turner says, my guy gets to score. The third base umpire says, oh, no, you don't. Get back here. Well, Aiden Wilson, who is running for Waltermeyer, wanted to come home and score, but couldn't do that. That's going to be a throwing error on the shortstop. And Daleville has batted around and will hit for the 10th time in the inning. What a mess that is.
Now batting left fielder, number 17, Caden Gathro.
Not the best defensive inning ever in the history of Northfield baseball. 2 men on it, second and third, and that brings up Caden Gothrop. And he takes high and away, ball 1. Caden got this inning started in what seems like a day ago when he reached on an error by the second baseman, and that opened the floodgates. Gothrop waiting on the pitch. It's up and away, and he's ahead 2-0. Broncos have hung a crooked number. 5 spot here in inning number 5. Next one fouled back out of play over near the Jay County team down on the concourse. Good luck to the Patriots. They're not far up the road from Daleville. Pitch outside, and the count runs to 3-1. Jay County will play Andrean for the right to go to the 3A state final. Here comes the pitch home. Check swing. He went. It's a strike, and the count is full. Aiden Wilson at third. Pittsford at second. Popped up. Third base side, foul ground near the coach's box. That should be easy, and it is, as Tomlinson comes over and puts the leather on it for the final out of the inning. But Daleville has a huge inning in the fifth. They score 5 times. They leave a pair in scoring position. They're in the driver's seat now. Through 5 complete in Kokomo. It's Daleville 8, Northfield 2 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Stay right there.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Indiana develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We head to the top of the 6th inning. It's Daleville out in front of Northfield now, 8-2. 2, 3, and 4 in the Norseman batting order. Chance Hartman to lead off, and he takes a pitch buzzing the tower over his head for ball 1. Went all the way to the screen. 2, 3, and 4. Chance Hartman, Blake Harner, and Matt Coe in that order against Evan Etchison. He's gone the distance for Daleville and retired the last 9 men. Popped up, infield, near short. Now out into shallow left. Stecker's call, Stecker's catch. 1 away. Etchison has been meticulous today. He threw 21 pitches in a shaky first, but then 10 pitches in the second, 10 in the third, 11 in the fourth, 10 in the fifth. He's in great shape. 10 in a row retired, and now Blake Harner in there. Left-handed power hitter. Etchison brings it home. Off-speed pitch. Harner out in front with his swing, 0-1. Harner has singled and scored and popped out to short on a great play by Stecker earlier in the game. The windup and the pitch. Line shot foul down the left field line. It's in the Daleville bullpen. Quickly 0-2. 8 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Daleville. 2 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors for Northfield. They were huge. Here comes the 0-2. Worked him away. Good take. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Harner was the starting pitcher. Worked 4+ before the roof caved in on him. Looking out at Etchison. Here comes the pitch. Off-speed pitch. Hit into right field. A clean single. Price will play it on 2 hops. And Northfield has a man here in the 6th. That retires the streak by Etchison. He had set down 10 men in a row before that. That brings in Matt Coe. 1 out of 2, drove in a run with a booming triple to straightaway center, then struck out swinging back in the 3rd. Etchison switches to the set. Here's the pitch. Smash foul. It's off his first base coach. I'm making his third base coach, Clint Davis, who gets a hug. He took it in the lower leg, and the batter, Coe, went down halfway to third and said, "Sorry, coach." Probably not the first time that's happened. This kid's a pretty good hitter. Open stance, right-handed swinger. That was a rocket. Here's the next one. Fastball away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Etchison trying to work his 3rd straight complete game in state tournament play. Set at the chest, brings it home. Runner bluffs. It's a curve and missed low to make it 2-1. Double play ball would get you out of the inning and give you a chance to go score some more with Daleville leading by 6. Closing in on a trip to victory field. Ground ball, big hop to third. He'll go down to second for 1. Smith has it. He's safe. And Smith may be hurt. Runner headed for third. He's going to be safe. Bad throw to third. But the runners are going to hold. And Peyton Smith may be hurt. He's down, holding his left knee. The throw to third was bad. Oh, let's hope he's not hurt. Oh, this is not good. Peyton Smith is down, laying on his back. It's obviously his left leg. Let's hope it's not his knee. Tony Cox will go out to take a look at him. Coe was safe at first on the fielder's choice. He went down to second on the overthrow. Harner ended up at third. That was an E5 on the bad throw to second by Waltermeyer. And now a time called and a break in the action. Peyton Smith is down. I'll try to get a look for you through my binoculars. Tony Cox is checking out the left leg, and now they've got Peyton Smith up, and he's walking. And boy, is that great news. Gimp walking a little. He's probably sore. He came off the bag toward the runner to try to catch the throw and got his glove on, and he might have been slid into by the runner on a clean play. There's nothing dirty about it at all. It's just a baseball play. But Pete is up. They call him Pete. He seems to be okay. You couldn't get him out of the game with a Mack truck, though. I'm just here to tell you that.
Number 5, Nate Granson.
Two errors were charged on that play. One on Waltermeyer, one on Stecker. So Northfield not done just yet. Runners at second, third, with one out here in the 6th as they trail 8-2. Etchison ready with the stretch and the pitch. Took something off, swing and a miss by Drancic. Nate Drancic is the batter. Started the day in right field, now the relief pitcher for Northfield. 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts, both of them swinging. Daleville will play back on the infield. Here's the next one. Change up, called strike, a beauty. 0-2 to Drancic. We played most of this game error-free, but since then we've had 6 errors, 4 by Northfield, 2 by Daleville. Here's a foul back to the screen. It's in the press box. It's off the glass, a couple doors down. The Andrean guys are like, where's the souvenir? Still 0-2. If I get a souvenir ball in the booth, I'll be sure to keep it for you guys from Daleville. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball just outside. Good tick by Drancic to make it 1-2. Etchison has been typical Etchison today. Very, very economical with his pitches. Very good spotting them. Here's the pitch. Change up, swing and a miss. Take a seat. 2 down. Hat trick for Drancic rather. He's at the Ole 3 times today. 6 Ks unofficially for Etchison, and with 2 on and 2 down, Jared Vigar is the hitter.
Number 7,
tripled and scored in the second, popped out to the mound back in the fourth. Right-handed hitter with minutes second and third. Etchison trying to work out of a bit of a jam. He starts in with a little baby slider for ball one. Daleville in this driver's seat here, leading by 6 in the top of the 6th inning. Etchison needs an out. Here comes the pitch. It's on the outer edge for a strike. 1-1. Harner at third. Matt Coe at second for the Norse. They're trying to coax a hit from Vigar to try to get back in the game. Trailing by a half dozen. Pops it up. Back out of play near the booth. It's going to be just shy. Some lucky fan downstairs might have got a conk in the coconut. My broadcast partners next door looking for the fishnet. Hey! 1 ball and 2 strikes to Vigar. Can Etchison seal another strikeout? We're about to find out. Swing and a miss. He got him. Consecutive strikeouts by Etchison to put the wraps on Northfield in their half of the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, a couple of errors, 2 men left in scoring position. You hear the Daleville fans downstairs going nuts. We're through 5.5 in Kokomo. We go to the break. Daleville 8, Northfield 2 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Indiana develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's Daleville 8, Northfield 2 as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Municipal Stadium in Kokomo. I'm Brian Beaver. Thanks for joining me today. Great having you along. I know you have a lot of options for following baseball, and I'm glad you picked me and us. It's great having you on board in the old listener seat. Evan Etchison will lead things off for Daleville. He starts it out by popping a ball right back here behind the plate out of play. 0-1 to E squared. 8-9-1 in the Daleville batting order against Nate Drancic. He fires the next one in the air, right center field. That could be trouble on the run to the gap. Then a nice running, bobbling catch out there by the new right fielder. That's Trevor Burnworth.
First baseman number 4, Jimmy Bowen.
That brings up Jimmy Bowen. Jimmy has a single, a walk, and a ground out. And he takes a strike. Daleville in the driver's seat, courtesy of a 5-run fifth. Here's a ball slapped back out of play in the upper deck, off the screen, on its way to the upper deck. Quickly 0-2 to Bowen. You're thinking ahead in the 7th inning, it's going to be the bottom third of the order for Northfield as they battle to keep their season alive. Drancic's pitch is high. Good take that time by Bowen to make it 1-2. Drancic on in relief of Harner. There's another ball high to make it 2-2. Northfield pitchers work very quickly. They do not waste any time. They get it back and look right back in again. Lined up in the pitch. Slapped into left center field. It's going to be down in the alley. Going to be at least one. Bowen with a big turn at first, but he'll put on the brakes with a single.
Right fielder number 3, Josh Price.
That rolls over the order again. Josh Price will bat for the 5th time in this game. Here comes the pitch to it. He takes high, ball 1. There's a familiar theme. That's the 4th time today a pitcher has opened Price with a ball. He has walked 3 times and sacrificed. Next one, he's swinging away and fouls it back out of play in the top row of the upper deck here. And Fan made a weenie play on it. I can say that because I'm behind glass. And net. Bowen at first. Here's the pitch home. It's high again to Price, and that's tough because he's about 6'3", 6'4". Had a nice chat with his dad and his brother TJ before the game. Here comes the pitch. Laced foul down the right field side. Back on the concourse. They have a beautiful complex here in Kokomo. They have a playland area for little kids down the right field line that's encased in protective net. So you don't have to worry about taking one between the eyes if you're down in playland. 2-2 the count to Josh Price here in the 6th inning. Inside, runner breaks. Throw down is going to be in time. Second baseman came in to take the throw. So Jimmy Bowen is out, caught stealing. That's 2-4 on the putout. Here comes the payoff pitch. In the air, straightaway center, right at the center field, and now he comes running in and makes the catch. And that's the final out of the inning. So Daleville goes quietly in the 6th. They get a single from Bowen, but he's wiped out on a stolen base attempt. We go to the 7th inning in Kokomo. Things are looking good for the Bronx Bombers. It's Daleville 8, Northfield 2 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel. Stay right there.
Who do I swim for? I swim on my high school team for my mom, who gets up at 5 o'clock every morning to take me to practice.
I swim for hugs from my teammates, spaghetti dinners, and my lucky neon green goggles.
I swim for Coach Murray, who pushes me to dig deep and finish strong.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline. Skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens.
Most of all, I swim for myself, because I learn more about who I am and who I want to be every time I dive into the pool. That's who I swim for.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ballpark. We move to the 7th inning. Daleville is 3 outs from winning the semi-state. Bottom third of the order for Northfield. As Evan Etchison looks for a complete game victory, Braden Ripplinger to lead things off for the Norse. He swings at a pitch out of the zone. Strike 1. Etchison looking for his 6th complete game victory of the year. It would be his 3rd such complete game in the tournament. Next pitch is away. Batter checked his swing. Appeal down. They say he goes. 0-2. Trevor Burnworth and then Cole Rosine. They're the last hope for the Norsemen, who trail 8-2. They need 6 runs in less than 3 outs. Next one fouled back into the screen, and it stays 0-2. Rippling over the sacrifice fly for an RBI in the second and a looking strikeout back in the fourth. Here comes Etchison's pitch. He works him away, this time a take, and the count is 1-2. Broncos 3 outs away from going back downtown to Indy. There's a pitch just off the outer edge. You heard the groan from the Daleville fans downstairs. Many of them sitting right under me. Great place to call a baseball game. Thanks to all the folks here in Kokomo. Swing and a miss, one away. 3 straight strikeouts for Etchison. 8 of them in the game now. Hasn't walked a batter. That brings in Trevor Burnworth. Now Jarrett Schaefer is going to hit for himself. Burnworth went in to play right field. First time for Jarrett Schaefer to hit today, and he takes a breaking ball on the outer edge for a strike. Schaefer, a right-handed batter. Etchison into his windup. Swing and a miss. 0-2. This is like the fourth quarter of last night's Golden State-Cleveland NBA Finals game. Everyone knows what's about to happen, and no one can stop it. Here's the pitch. Called third strike. Take a seat, Schaefer. 2 down. Evan Etchison with 4 strikeouts in a row. 9 unofficially in the game, and it's do-or-die time. Cole Rosine, the 9-hole hitter and the last hope for the Norsemen. They're down to their final out. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts to third. Ground ball to second. Could be the game. Smith has it. Fires. Game over. Daleville wins. The Broncos are going back to Victory Field in 2018. Team greets one another out along the third baseline. This one is in the books, and it belongs to the Bronx Bombers. 3 up, 3 down for Northfield in the 7th, and Daleville will play for a state championship again in 2018. We'll take a break as the handshake line forms. The final score, Daleville 8, Northfield 2 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Indiana develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The winner of the complete game, Evan Etchison.
Welcome back to Municipal Stadium in Kokomo. Daleville wins the 1A North Semi-State 8-2 over Northfield today. What a pitching performance by Evan Etchison. The sophomore right-hander goes to 10-2 on the season with a complete game beauty. The line for Etchison: 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, no walks, 9 strikeouts, no hit batsman, no wild pitches. He just pitched another masterful game for the Broncos today, and he's done it all year long. That is the 6th complete game of his season, the 3rd one he has tossed in the state tournament. And as the team poses for photos down on the field, what a fantastic day for the kids from Daleville, Indiana. The line score: 8 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, 11 runners left on base for Daleville. Northfield, 2 runs on 5 hits, 4 errors, 4 runners left on base today. Josh Price, 3 more runs scored today for Daleville. Peyton Smith with a couple of RBIs. Ryan Hale had a big 2 RBI single in that 5-run uprising in the 5th that chased the starting pitcher, Blake Harner, for Northfield, and that all but ended the game, and Daleville went on to shut them down the rest of the way. Northfield got runs in the 1st and 2nd. They led 1-0 after half an inning. Daleville took a 2-1 lead after the 1st. Northfield tied it with a single run in the 2nd, and it stayed that way until the bottom of the 4th. Daleville got a run to take a 3-2 lead, then got that 5 spot in the 5th and coasted the rest of the way. So that huge run in the bottom of the 4th inning was the eventual game winner, really, and it belonged to Josh Price, who scored that run. He came home on a sacrifice fly by who else? Red-hot Peyton Smith. And the Broncos went on the rest of the way and won going away by a final of 8-2. With the win, Daleville will improve to 21-9 on the season. With the loss, Clint Davis's Norsemen will drop to 16-15 as they finish out their successful 2018 season. Blake Harner getting a special handshake from his coaches down there. He's a senior. He'll get a game ball, and he'll check out with a lot of good memories of his days in a Northfield baseball uniform. But Daleville was the better team today. What did I tell you in the pregame? Awful hard to shut down this offense. It's a juggernaut. They left 3 men on in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 3 more in the 4th. They had left 9 runners halfway through the game. It's just a tough lineup to get out, and they proved it again here today. Celebration time for the guys out in Bronco land, but they know they've got one more mission, and it's a week away. They'll either play Friday night or Saturday at Victory Field, and they'll play either Tecumseh or University. We'll let you know about that as soon as possible. For now, the final score or the final time, the 1A North Semi-State at Municipal Stadium in Kokomo, it belongs to Daleville. The Broncos beat the Norsemen 8-2. For all of us at Beaver Media, thanks for joining us today. Great having you along. Drop me a line at Delco Preps on Twitter. Let me know where you were listening. I'd love to know. Until next weekend in the state championship game, have a great rest of your Saturday and have a great Saturday night. So long for now.